afternoon, Rutgers. I'm Eric Taylor from Weather Watcher with a very stormy afternoon forecast for you for today. Looking at the current watches and warnings across much of the area right now, coastal flood warning is in effect for widespread to spotty and moderate coastal flooding across the Raritan Bay region. This is effective 1 a.m. to Thursday 8 a.m. Also, a wind advisory is in place for those winds out of the northeast for 20 to 25 miles per hour, which we've experienced out and about on campus today, gusting up over to 50 miles per hour at times with the strongest winds through the rest of this afternoon into the early evening hours. This is effective until midnight tonight. Also, that winter weather advisory is in place for those general accumulations of 2 to 4 inches across the area with localized heavier amounts possible and hazardous travel on those untreated surfaces. This is effective 4 p.m. Wednesday to 6 a.m. Thursday. Current weather headlines out there right now, rain changing over to a slushy mix throughout the afternoon into the early part of your evening with those blustery conditions continuing, as well as that heavy snow through the overnight into your Thursday. And those unsettled conditions will stick around for part of your Thursday with that second round of precip of the frozen type Thursday into Friday. Current temperatures across the board right now quite reasonable up and down the eastern seaboard and I-95 corridor, with the exception of Hagerstown, the cold spot at 36 degrees, who experienced 10 inches of snow earlier on today. Harrisburg, capital city of Pennsylvania, 42 degrees, only out of the cool spot, which will miss out on most of the precipitation later on with a temperature around 34 degrees. Current regional radar out there shows rain bands coming in quite heavy at times across much of the Delmarva Peninsula and beginning to work their way up across Burlington County as well as Ocean County. This will begin to slide its way north as that storm begins to pull its way northeast up our coastline, ushering in with it that eventual changeover to snow. This is much of the same across much of the national radar as we see that distinct spin on the radar of that storm system, ushering in with it those snowy conditions across much of the District of Columbia as it begins to work its way north and east into our region later on this evening. Otherwise, clear conditions across much of the Ohio River Valley and Great Plains. This is all due in part to that low pressure system across much of the Delmarva Peninsula, as well as a secondary low, which will give us our weather tomorrow night into Friday across the Ohio River Valley. But after that next 48-hour period, we see some nice conditions across much of the Ohio River Valley and Great Plains for the upcoming weekend into the early half of next week, which you'll see in that extended trend. As we time it all out, temperatures around 39 degrees at 4 p.m. Rain heavy at times. Blustery conditions out there with that northeast wind from 20 to 25 miles per hour, gusting over 50 miles per hour at times. For the rush hour and drive home, temperatures around 38 degrees, rain changing to snow, breezy out there still with that northeast wind from 20 to 25 miles per hour, gusting over 40 miles per hour at times. And for that 8 p.m. for those late dwellers at school, wintry mix with those slippery conditions possible, breezy out there, temperatures still above freezing though at 35 degrees, and that north wind still cranking from 15 to 20 miles per hour with gusts over 30 at times. For tonight, heavy snow, at times accumulations 2 to 4 inches localized, heavier amounts. Temperatures still above freezing though, so don't expect any real accumulations on the treated surfaces, low around 33 degrees with that north wind still cranking from 15 to 20 miles per hour. As I step out for your extended trend, we see those frozen precipitation chances for both Thursday into the first part of your Friday with temperatures around 42 degrees rebounding Friday afternoon, but a nice weekend ahead with temperatures in the low 50s for your Saturday, Sunday, and Monday with temperatures around 52 degrees and a shot of a shower here and there on your Monday. Lows throughout the week in the low to mid 30s. Don't forget to check out Weather Watcher on RUTV Channel 6 every 15 minutes, or search us on our Facebook page at RU Weather Watcher, or look us up at Twitter at RUTVWW, or look us up at rutv.rutgers.edu. I'm Eric Taylor from Weather Watcher. I hope everybody has a safe evening out there, and stay tuned for further details on the impending snowstorm that will begin to approach our area through the early half of the evening into the overnight hours.